The last decade has witnessed an obvious stagnation in Nigeria's economic development. This is fueled by a series of crises with serious consequences: kidnappings, armed robbery, massive unemployment. What then are the cardinal agenda of a Babangida presidency in a civilian dispensation? A chronically malfunctioning federalism has been the bane of Nigeria's quest for genuine nationhood. IBB advocates true federalism and a proper devolution of power. What is IBB's position on security and the issue of state police?
The state police is to complement the Nigerian police, but they are within the same environment. It's their own environment. Most of the people who are going to be involved in the state police are people of the state. So they help because the knowledge of crime and criminal-minded people in an environment is best handled by people who know the environment very well. And that's why we are saying, I know somebody will now write and say, in the MPC days in 1957 and 56, 53, the political parties use them to intimidate people. But come on, we are talking of 40, 50 years ago. Can't we improve?
On health, IBB's record is close to sterling. He initiated and set up the primary health care that was commended by the World Health Organization. He appointed Professor Oliko Ransom Kuti as health minister.
Our main objective is to integrate the population family planning program with our health services, because already we're beginning to have this structure of health services which goes around to the village level in place. And already we're beginning to train our village health workers and community health workers in how to use simple methods of family planning at the village level and health center level.
IBB will operate a slim government, cutting down the present bureaucratic red tape.
I feel very strongly you don't need a Ministry of Agriculture, for example, but you can have a department for the purposes of bringing out very good policies, directive. Where does the agriculture, where do you do it? It's in the states, it's in the villages, it's in the local government areas. So if you have an entire establishment at the federal level just looking at how to produce food, I think there is something basically wrong with that.
In the new agenda, what are the cardinal thrusts of an IBB government come 2011? IBB hopes to unfold a development program that he believes will jumpstart Nigeria and propel this country.
I have a program that I'm going to unleash on the Nigerian society. Here are my program for this country. We feel this is what will propel this country.
In 1999, the ruling PDP adopted a zoning structure to address the seeming imbalance in the rotation of power within the Federation. It was a political mechanism designed to promote fairness and justice. This zoning policy had been implemented from local to state to federal levels. The South had the presidency from 1999 to 2007, a period of 8 years. This was resident in the Southwest, with Obasanjo as president. The Northeast was zoned the vice presidency, the Southeast the Senate president, the Northwest the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The North Central had the party chairman and the Deputy Senate president, while the South-South had the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. In 2007, this arrangement was reversed, with the North having the presidency in the person of the late Umar Musa Yar'Adua, and the South the vice presidency in Goodluck Jonathan. The argument that the presidency continues in the North till 2015 is only but logical, as anything to the contrary threatens to throw the political architecture and engineering of the Nigerian nation into cosmic imbalance of monumental proportions.
The zoning is a political mechanism. A political party decides that let's show the people that we are Nigerians. Let's be fair. Let's allow other people, because they are Nigerian, to have a means of participation in how they are governed. And they came out with this idea of zoning. Don't forget, people only look at zoning between North and South for presidency. But it's gone beyond that.
If elected president, IBB has vowed to serve just one 4-year term in office.
There is a program being drawn after 8 years by 2015, it is going to go to the South. I wouldn't like to be accused of usurping that program.
How has life been without Miriam?
Naturally, I have to really feel there is something missing in me. But my religion taught us to accept that as a pain.
Though a leader, IBB was an exemplary husband for 40 years. Miriam touched the lives of the average Nigerian woman. Her better life for rural women was a clarion call to the Nigerian woman, empowering them and enhancing their self-worth.
Number one, we sensitize the whole world. They got to hear and see not only the first ladies, but those rural women, the real rural women were there. So they saw, they heard, and that touched their hearts. And so they went back believing that there is the need to assist the women.
Those of us already privileged did not really need that kind of support which she was willing to provide. So she reached out to the women at the grassroots, started off by setting up the central structure here in Abuja, and then setting up similar structures in each local government of the country, ensuring that she got to as many people as possible. So the spread was really, really wide.
The essence of a nation and nation building begins in the family. Miriam was the vertebrae of the Babangida family, while contributing to the upliftment of womanhood in Nigeria. She lifted the office of First Lady to new heights, and her legacy and famed elegance defies her death by ovarian cancer in December 2009.
We regret her death.
Miriam Ibrahim Babangida, Ni Okogu, was indeed a woman of virtue. Better life gave women solidarity and pride. IBB's elegant and popular wife, Miriam, was maybe Nigeria's most loved and most visible First Lady. She championed the cause of the ordinary Nigerian woman, and in 1991, Miriam, as First Lady and IBB's wife, won the African Leadership Prize. Miriam had brought global attention to the plight of the African woman. Though he was the smiling general, IBB believed a government must be decisive. The present state of indecision by governments in Nigeria has seen the nation at the edge of an avoidable precipice.
There are a lot of things which we did that kept this country stable, and some other people didn't bother to go and check it out. So we are trying to go back, bring it out, and see what we can do to help this country.